was convicted and sentenced to life in prison, right?
I was wrongfully convicted. Let's say it right.
For sure.
Wrongfully convicted and sentenced to life for prison for a crime I didn't commit.
Wow.
Death by the stroke of the clock is what I was sentenced to.
How did that shit make you feel?
Yeah.
Man, when they returned the verdict,
I know that
it was
feeling, that verdict feeling, but I don't know.
it was so surreal. I had an out of body experience. You ever had an out of body experience?
Yes.
I heard my mom in the whole courtroom just erupted to cry. I said, "No!"
All out, yeah.
And when I heard that, my body just escaped because all I hear is my mom. And when I snapped back into reality, I lost it in the courtroom, and I jumped up, flipped the desk over, booped the 2 deputies that came out of me. I tried to get out of there, really.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It's like, nah, they can't have me. You know what I mean? My mother always chanted, they can't have you.
How old were you?
I was 22 at the time.
21.
I was 22. I got locked up at 21. I was 22 when they convicted me.
That going to trial shit feel like they got a gun in your head. That shit, how you with a feeling you ain't never felt before.
You know,
not knowing
the thing about me going to trial.
Nigga, your leg be shaking and you ain't moving it.
Going to trial for me as an innocent man, it didn't feel real. So I was never shaken. You know what I mean? Especially going through trial as the pretrial proceedings and the FBI come and reveal information that the guy who really committed the crime, cousin, had told them that, hey, he ain't committed, man. Y'all got the wrong person. You know what I mean? So that made me a little bit more ease when this information came forward. You know what I mean? Because I stood tall there before this honor and never said anything.
Right. So that information was out there from the start.
It was out there from the start. So as soon as I got locked up,
Damn.
yeah, I got locked up. They framed 2 crackheads, made 2 crackheads come in
Lie on you.
and lie on me. They identified me.
Crackheads loud.
Wow.
No, but they was gonna get them whatever trouble they was in. They was in trouble with the crackhead.
No, they wasn't in no. The actual thing is these 2 black individuals, they was actually at the light. I don't contest that. I don't say that they wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All the facts align up to the fact that they was there.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't see me. They seen someone else. But the police coerced them to say they was me.
Yeah, they put
Wow.
a picture in front of them. All right, go.
Hey, well, can you take us back to the day your life changed when you were first accused and arrested?
I remember the first day I got picked up. I was actually at my mother's apartment out in Frazier.
They raided the place?
They raided the place. So I went to my mother's place. I was getting ready to go buy this dunk and take it to my man Kurt to get painted to be ready for the summer.
Uh-huh.
And I called my mans up, Will, because I had been at the casino gambling all night. And as I look back now, I had always won in gambling. You know what I mean? And I was fucking a casino up ever since I was 21. But that night, I ended up losing. I think I lost like $35,000 that night.
Damn.
I ended up being in there till like 7:10, and my mom was supposed to go get me another rental car. Mm-hmm. So when I looked at it, I said, damn, I got to get out. I got to get on the road. I got to go get that money back. So when I looked at the phone, I say, damn, it's time for me to get back before my mom had to go to work, because I know my mom got to go to work, so I got to go get the rental car before that. So when I make it there, my mom, to her house, she still asleep. I end up from being up all night. I let her sleep, and I'm thinking she gonna wake me up when I get up. But I went to sleep myself. I fell asleep. When I woke up, she was gone. So I'm like, jump up, call my mom. I'm like, Mom, what you doing? She like, I'm gonna come back on my break to take you. So in the midst of time, I'm like, okay, I'm about to go call my man Will and go pick up this dunk and drop this dunk off while we wait. You know what I mean? By the time I drop the dunk off, I'll be back. I call my man Will. They pull up like 30 minutes later because they was still down at the casino. You know, and when we young back that day, 21, we was getting money at that time, and you hearing your man talking about we about to go back this dunk and get this bitch ready for the summer. He ready. He speeded to that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And it was him, another beautiful queen, and the guy that actually committed the crime that came out there. So when they call me and say they outside, I'm like, okay. I get up. Leave out. I'm getting ready to leave out. I can't lock the door. I'm in my mama's house because she was supposed to take me to go get the rental car. So I lock her door, jump out the back of the balcony of the apartment, and walk around. By the time I get in the car, boom, I'm like, sis, pull off. Hold on, don't pull off. As soon as I get in the car, she ready to pull off. I'm like, sis, don't pull off. Yeah, let me roll this weed up. I roll the weed up. After I rolled it up, I'm like, sis, go ahead. Fire that bitch up. As soon as I fire that bitch up, all unmarked cars as she moving back swarms in. I'm like, what the fuck? So at that time, I'm getting money, but I'm like, man, they would have got me down the way. I ain't never got caught with nothing. I ain't never did nothing. None of my people never got busted. Why would they get me in Detroit?
Yeah,
I'm
you
all the way
ain't
in
doing nothing in
Rivers,
the
Virginia,
city.
Kentucky, Ohio. They would have got me down there in the midst of something.
Yeah.
So I break my phones. You feel what I mean? You know, the first thing is they ain't getting my contacts. You hear me? I break my phone.
That's the first thing. That's the first rule.
First rule. I
Yeah.
break my phone like, oh shit, hell no, they ain't getting this phone. They ain't getting this contacts. Boom. My man with me who actually committed the crime. Now they been hitting all type of shit and locking my man's Mary and tearing them up. You know what I mean?
You just didn't know.
Huh?
You hadn't had no knowledge they was locked up.
But no, what they was doing is they was locking people up, arresting them, trying to do questions. You know what I mean? Because the case was based around the hustle boys. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I don't, you know, I'm getting money, man. I told niggas, let's get to the money. Fuck them niggas, you hear me? We gonna get some money, man. You know what I mean? Greatest revenge is success. My first tattoo, I got tatted on me. That was my mentality. So having a guy who actually committed the crime in the car with me, and I'm like, bro, if they come get you, you know, if this for you, I'm gonna send a lawyer right down there. You know, boom. So they pull us all out the car. When they pull us all out the car, they like, search us and everything. You know, I'm fried in the motherfucker. But so we standing around for a minute. And as we standing around for a minute, they like, hold on, somebody coming for a minute. I'm like, what the fuck going on? You know, we out in white man's land. Y'all got all my mama neighbors coming out looking, you know, we in the subdivision. So they like, what the heck going on? So I'm like, man, y'all got to do something. They're like, just hold on a minute. Somebody will be here in 1 second. You hear me? Next thing I know, it's a guy walking up, FBI guy. He walking up with a piece of paper in his hand. And you can see through the deflection, it got a picture of somebody. So I'm like, oh, shit, who he got on that motherfucker? And as he walking closer and closer, you hear me, with force. I'm like, man, who he got on that bitch?
Walking towards you though.
He walking towards us.
Oh, okay.
You hear me? But as they get closer and closer, he say, throw him on the ground. You hear me? I'm like, throw who on the ground? He pointing at me. I'm like, man, what the fuck? You ain't throwing me on the motherfucking ground, man. I'm fried as hell. I got Murray's on. I got Trues on, everything. I'm fresh to the motherfucker. Got all this money on me. I'm like, man, y'all got me fucked up. Throw me on the ground. But you know, all these FBI agents, sure, they threw me on the ground. Boom. I'm like, what the fuck, man? But at the same time, I'm like, damn, did they come to get me for doing something down the way? Did I serve somebody? Did I get something wrong or something? You know what I mean? That's the only thing could be done. Because, you know, at that time, yeah, I wasn't no killer, but I hung around a lot of killers. You know, a lot of guys like to profess that just because you hang around a killer, you a killer.
Yeah.
Nah, my mama used to tell me that I hung with the children of the corn. You know what I mean? That I wasn't, for real. To this day, my mama say, man, we should have never moved in that neighborhood. I ain't never knew they had the children of the corn over there. But you know how that comes, man. You know, everybody got their own lane. You might have somebody who the schoolboy. You know what I mean? You had a guy that got the ladies. Then you got the guy who, you know, me throwing the parties. You feel what I mean? Then you got the guy who, you know, be on that. Then you got somebody who, a couple of guys, they just beat niggas' ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what made the crew up. But
the crew.
some guys believe that just because they hang with a killer, they're a killer.
Yeah.
And they make that persona. That ain't that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They will put that on the whole circle for
And
real.
they will put it on the whole circle.
Yeah.
So they're that's a whole nother.
That's where Ricos and shit come in at.
Ricos come in and everything. They say they label you and they think as if I can't get you, I'm gonna get one of y'all ass. See, that's the problem when they label y'all all as killers. All as dangerous, you know what I mean? But not knowing that you the brains. You feel what I mean? You the ones who going to school, got the books, but you know, he the one with
But
the
they want the brain too, though.
Yeah, they want the
They
brain.
want the brain more than they want the killer.
For sure. You ain't lying. And when they threw me on the ground, I'm like, oh. So they throw me on the ground. I go, they pick me up. After that, I'm mad at them up. I'm cussing their ass out now at that time. But they like, put him in the car. The first unmarked car, the regular police car come up. I'm like, damn. They throw me in the back of the car. I get in the back of the car. They get to talking about, I'm like, man, what I'm being arrested for? If I'm being arrested, call my lawyer. They like, you going down for homicide. And my man, I'm like, shit, I know I ain't killed nobody. Okay. This is a good thing.
Like, this a cakewalk.
This a regular 72 hours and I'm out.
Yeah.
That's how I'm really looking at this
Yeah.
in my head. I'm like, oh, yeah, I done sat back in the police car. I'm really cool now. You hear me?
Yeah.
They like, we about to kick the house door down. I'm like, y'all ain't got to kick the door down. My mama be here in no time, man. Let me give y'all her number. So I get her my mama number. When I get her my mama number, she there like a jet. She get to that bitch. She worked on Van Dyke at Comcast at that time. She the marketing director. She jet there.
Oh, yeah, Fraser right up the street.
Yeah, right up the street. She jet there. When she get there, you know, she let him in the house. And they pulled off of me, taking me to Detroit. Homicide. Second precinct.
Yeah, safe.
But
What's that grass shit?
Second precinct, Grand River and Schaefer.
Grand River,
Yeah,
Schaefer.
Schaefer.
Behind the McDonald's.
Damn, they took
That
you.
was homicide.
And you was on the east side?
But that was homicide.
They
though.
started using it for
Oh, they was using it for homicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had closed 1300 Bobian down and they started using the second precinct
Yeah.
for homicide.